What's good? It's Chigozie. It's Tuesday, August 27th, 2019. And I just opened CNN and look at this event we found today. Look at this piece of propaganda from the state of Florida. More arrests expected and 12 deaths at Florida nursing home, police say. So, not only do we get deaths at a nursing home, it is a Floridian nursing home. Florida always with a death, killing, murder, sacrifice coding. And what else do you know about it? Oh, now we're talking about the storm. So it wasn't the front page, now they just changed it. Opening act. But this is good, we see this. Storm's treacherous opening act. Why do you think they're calling it this? Because these storms are theatrical performances from this one world order, Freemasonic order government. Storm's treacherous opening act. It's a play from the Freemasons, a ritual. These are manufactured storms. They are manipulated. They are caused on purpose. This is weather warfare, and they're telling you right here. So, and look who's participating in this. Florida, Puerto Rico, and Florida are bracing for impact as Tropical Storm Dorian nears hurricane strength. And they have been talking about this, saying, Florida, get ready. So do you see how Florida's in the propaganda today? This was also front page too. Updated at 2. We're at 2, you get 58. Minute 32, Catholic Church 132, United States of America 132, England 132. Yeah, but they don't have that in the front page anymore. But I guess this video then is just about the state of Florida. Florida 65, 38, 124, and 43. And understand that murder, death, killing equals 38. So that's what they're talking about. Deaths. Death equals 38 in nursing homes. And let's see nursing. I think that has a pattern that we're familiar with. Okay, nurse 23. That's what I was thinking of, but nursing 42. Nursing home. 62 like sacrifice, 55 like sacrifice, 154 like ritual sacrifice, 143 like Scottish Rite Freemasonry. Ritual sacrifice, 154, and then sacrifice equals 46 and 73. Also equals 62. We can look at today's date numerology. Today's a date with 47 numerology, killing 47, killing 74. Masonic 29, 74. Let's see what storm equals. I don't know if that equals 58. Some of these, I don't memorize a lot of this stuff. I have to, refresh my mind. Storm 85, the reflection of 58, but 50, 32, Scottish 50, 32. But, I mean, this video... Oh, look. This video is like every other video. Trying to show you enough examples, and they're kind of disorganizing it. They had the Florida nursing home, now they have the storm, so it's kind of throwing me around. So let's talk about this. TV anchor apologizes after comparing black cohorts to a gorilla. What do you think is going to be in this? We're going to get the numbers for slave, Negro, nigger, Rasta, 59 and 42, stuff like that. Again, today's the 27th day of the month. Race equals 27. That's why they have that in the propaganda. That's why Obama equals 103, the 27 prime. Race 27 forwards and backwards. 103 is the 27 prime, Obama 103. And you see race-based propaganda right here. And why are they talking about a gorilla? Why? It could have been about anything, but it's about her apologizing after comparing black co-host to a gorilla. And why is it a TV anchor? T is the 20th letter, V is the 22nd. 20 plus 22 is 42, nigger 42. They're comparing him to a gorilla because gorilla in Gematria equals 74, and today was 74 numerology. My Coco the Gorilla video, we look at this pattern. Gorilla 74, and today was 74 numerology, and you see how they're talking about he's a gorilla and it's propaganda. So now we can look for the continuation of the pattern. 414. This looks like a lot like you're stylizing 4 and 4, and 1 being the divider. Black people 44, African American 44. That's definitely what they're going for. Jason Hackett. There we go. His name's going to be coded. Alex Housden is as well. But we'll look at Jason Hackett. This is another contrived tale from the government. More racist propaganda. Jason Hackett equals 127. 127 is the 31st prime number. Slave equals 31. The number for slave right here in this propaganda. Jason Hackett, 37, the 12th prime. 197, the 45th prime. 71, the 20th prime. So there's probably a little bit more here. I don't see too much exactly with this main pattern, but with the 127. Civil rights 73, the reflection of 37. Civil rights 71, African American equals 71. So that is what they're doing. African American 71. 127, the 31st prime. But let's look at Hackett. Hackett 23 like Negro, 68 like Afro. Or excuse me, Negro 32, the reflection of 23. But Hackett is also 32 because K, you don't need to reduce it. Hackett 32, 68. Barack Obama equals 68, just like Afro. Just like in 1968, they had the propaganda stunt at the Olympics with the Black Panthers. That's why MLK assassinated in 68. You see the pattern on 4/4. That's why they updated this piece of propaganda at 414, a lot like 44. Understand this is the world you live in. This is how it always is every single day. Afro equals 68. 23. The guy named equals 68, 23. Hackett. Afro also equals 40. It's like a nice overlap. Afro 40, 68, 23. Hackett 40, 68, 23. You can't make this up. The pattern for Afro in this propaganda. And remember, I explained the history of that number, and then Barack Obama also equals 68 and 32, the reflection of 23. His name also equals 76 like Negro. So let's do Jason. Jason's coded by the numbers. Jason 59 like Negro, 59, 31, 76. Slave 59, 31, Negro 76. By the numbers. It was the exact pattern that we knew was going to happen. Every single time, it never fails. It's exact. Negro 59 like Jason, Negro 76 like Jason, and then Negro 30. Negro is not 31, but it's 22. But slave is 31. And notice how slave equals 59 as well in 76. So slave, Jason, that was the first thing that we even said. We said it's going to be numbers for slave. It's always, slave, Negro pattern. And his name is Jason. It equals the same thing. Calling this accurately every single time. Why? Guys, I have to emphasize it. How does this have to do anything with me being good at Gematria? Think about it. It's not skill-based to see a black man inside some propaganda and think, oh, it's going to have the numbers for slave, Negro, nigger. If it happens every single time. So if it happens every single time, guessing it, it's nothing about my skill or anything. It's straight up concocted, coded propaganda by the same exact pattern every single time. That's why I even call these out. It's never to show, how good I know Gematria. That's completely irrelevant. Guys, I'm not even a Zionist Jew. I'm not a Freemason. I'm not a Jesuit. So really, I'm very elementary. I'm very beginner. I don't have much knowledge with Gematria. I just know what their patterns are and what they use from just what I've studied and seen from other people. That's it. And see how she's wearing the green, 137, the 33rd prime, in Jewish Gematria. It equals green, 137. Race War 33. But we just butchered this piece of propaganda. It's just unbelievable. I can't also help but, the background. Notice the background, this little rainbow thing here, or whatever. I'm going to point those out. I don't have much to say about them. But again, it's the 27th. Race equals 27. His name equals 71, like African American. His name equals 59, like slave. His name equals 31. His full name equals 127, 31st prime. And before we clicked on the propaganda, we said they're going to do that. And look what they talk about. Congo. Oh, it's Contigo. I thought it said Congo. Okay, there we go. I was like, they're talking about the Congo, the Belgian Congo as well. But no. Millions of Contigo. Guys, Contigo is from the federal government. And this is what they do. Bad weed is hurting cannabis research. Scientists say the DEA may finally fix that. Because the DEA sells all the good shit. I don't know. I mean, it's concocted propaganda. A Costco opened in China. Absolute chaos ensued. China and chaos both equal 26. Chaos also equals 46. We got to just look for this pattern in the propaganda. We're not always right. Thelema 125, 35. China equals 35. That's the pattern they're definitely going for. Again, Donald Trump's always used in this Chinese propaganda. Minute 43 video. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry equals 143. It's also 103 seconds. The 27 prime. And that's what? 1205. 1 plus 2 is 3. So 35. China 35. It's the numbers for China was right there. So we did get it. We always do. Always. That's what I really cannot emphasize it enough. That should be the biggest takeaway. If we're always accurately calling out these numbers specifically every single time, that means it's complete evidence that this is concocted propaganda by the numbers. You shouldn't have to be skeptical. For Trump, keeping up the acts. I mean, guys, they do this all the time. They always clue you in that this guy is a theatrical actor for these Zionist Jews. Look, he's sitting here doing the Masonic thumbs up, and they're calling him an actor. I mean, are you reading this headline? For Trump, keeping up the act must be exhausting. It cannot be any more obvious. They are calling him an actor. Rob Gronkowski, also an actor. Look at this, 632. Scottish 32 is an actor for the Scottish Rite Freemasons. 3-minute, 50-second video about China. China 35, Thelema 35. We just saw this in the other piece of Chinese propaganda. A parade of lies. President Trump and the White House forced to clarify, spin, unbelievable. 3-minute, 50-second video about him acting. I mean, it's just too much. For the people who are new, you're probably like, oh, why does this guy keep calling Donald Trump a thelemic actor? That's kind of specific. That's kind of weird. He calls him that every time. It's all he says. Guys, I call a spade a spade. I mean, they're literally telling you he's an actor in a 3-minute, 50-second video. I mean, come on, about China and the other piece of Chinese propaganda. Again, updated at 10 or 12:05. Thelema 125:35. China equals 35. 3-minute, 50-second video. Thelema is the occult religion. They honor Saturn, the keeper of time. They worship Saturn, keeper of time. They honor the number 93. Saturn equals 93. Donald Trump's a Saturnian actor. So I call him that every time for all the reasons plus more that I keep explaining. I cannot believe this piece of Saturnian Donald Trump propaganda. I mean, it's just... It's time to wake up. I mean, it's one thing for me to keep calling this guy an actor. I literally call him an actor every single video. And they're here calling him an actor. And someone will still say, Trump's the man. He's going to help, stop the New World Order and all this retarded nonsense. Like, are you fucking serious? The guy is such a theatrical actor where they're absolutely telling you verbatim, and you'll still deny this. Look, Saturn 119, minute 19 video, Saturn 30-second video. I think it might be time to close this. But at the same time, I don't, because I'm going somewhere soon. I'm just passing a little time while I'm out, which is the beauty of having a phone and being able to record. Like, I can make these videos whenever, showing you these coded agendas all the time, whenever they come out. So, might as well just make this a little longer. And guess what? We can just hop over to Fox News, see what they're putting out. Fox News, Taylor Swift. So they've been talking a lot about her. Shaking it off. White House officials respond after Taylor Swift calls them out at VMAs. So, with all the stuff going out in America, there's so many things happening. It's such a big country. If the White House is actually doing what they need to be doing, I mean, why are they responding right after Taylor Swift calls them out? So Taylor Swift calls them out. The White House officials just respond right away because they're sitting there watching the VMAs. And this is one of the things I realized way, way, way early on in life, way before the Gematria, hell, way before even all of the false flags and things. I was always just like, why is the world of celebrity so perfect? Why is it when a celebrity does something, there's a response right away? It just seemed too crazy. It was like, I know they're famous and there's money, but it's like, there's got to be something running the show. And if, fast forward, now you see exactly what's going on. I mean, well, you don't have to fast forward. You can go millennia back and see what's going on from this gang. Taylor, what does that tell you? The White House is a theatrical performance troupe. I mean, do I have to keep saying that? They just called Donald Trump an actor. He's the leader of the White House. Purge begins. It's in 2020. Dem race and cash dries up and debates rose tighten. I mean, what cash is drying up? Guys, our tax dollars are funding these actors. I mean, these are the Zionist Jews who run NFL, all these things. Fake wars. Cash is not drying up at all. The cash is worthless. It's pieces of Zionist Jew paper. Nice. I'm right on my numbers. Family tragedy. Composer, musician, wife killed in plane crash with their baby daughter. Well, I hate how the baby daughter is part of this. It's a little sketchy with YouTube and all, but we can click on it. Oh, but real quick, see this high school senior, 17, shot and killed at a house party. Teen equals 17, kill equals 17. And what have I said all the time? If you just chart out all the teens reported in the propaganda, the vast majority of them are 17. You can plot this out and see for yourself. You can, if you really want to prove it, do the research. Most of them are 17. Teen equals 17. Vape equals 17. All them Juul smoking high schoolers these days. Kill 17. I don't know which composer this is, but let's see what we get. A young British family has died after their plane crashed in the Swiss Alps and burst into flames on Sunday. Could be some, Queen murder, predictive programming. Award-winning music producer Jonathan Goldstein, his musician wife Hannah, and their baby daughter were flying from Switzerland to Italy when their aircraft crashed above the pass near the Italian border. And the G7 summit's happening now. Don't quote me that. I'm not trying to say this. I don't know. Honestly, don't know where it is. But I'm just thinking of Switzerland. It's supposed to be, that median type of place where, it's the neutral place. When I hear Switzerland, I hear of, I think of world leaders coming together and doing a little bullshit. And you know what I'm trying to say. And then, of course, Jonathan Goldstein just murdered by his fellow Zionist pals, if he's even dead. The plane had been in the air for just over an hour when the Piper PA-28 killed 28 aircraft burst into flames above the Simplon Pass. I want to see Simplon Pass because that's going to have some sacrificial numbers. Death, killing, murder, sacrifice. You know it. If not Simplon Pass, then Simplon. 144. So this is a Jesuit order ritual. It happened on Sunday. Simplon Pass. And I think music has a 63 connection. We're going to break this down. Simplon Pass. So understand, this is the agenda. So they died on Sunday. Think about sun, the Jesuit order. Jesuit order also equals 63 with the S exception. So we get 144, 63, 153, like Simplon Pass. And they died on Sunday, and the Jesuit order does a lot of things on Sunday. They always have a ritual on a Sunday. Do you see what I'm trying to say? And we see also then how kill equals 44. When you're at 44, you get 144. The numbers connected death, sacrifice, time all the time. Simplon, 44. Kill, 44. You also get the Israel numbers. Israel, 37, 44, 98. Catholic, 35. Thelema, 35. The guy's Jewish, Goldstein, and he's dying in the Simplon Pass with his Israel coding. Jonathan Goldstein. I know Jonathan has that murder number, or some that type of pattern. Jonathan 83 like murder. Jonathan Goldstein 188 like Bavarian Illuminati. 271 the 58th prime Freemasonry 58. His name equals 91 like Simplon Pass. 71 the 20th prime Death 20. And his initials, J is the 10th letter, G's the 7th, 107 the 28th prime, flying in that craft with the number 28. That's what it's called. It's something 28. PA 28. P. Oh my God, are you seeing what they're doing? P is the 16th letter, so 1 plus 6 is 7. So that's 7-1. PA 7-1. His name equals 71. 28. Kill 28. His initials 107 the 28th prime. So the gematria of the plane matches the riddle of his gematria and his name. I mean, you could just see that. I'm sure PA 28, if you put in the calculator, you'll get something important too. I might do that if I remember. I just kind of want to skim through this. See another 125. I've been saying this so many times. They have the number 125 in their propaganda pretty much every single day. Thelema equals 125. Spiritual equals 125 is a very special number. And think about it. Death 25, 10:25 a.m. The couple's neighbor, Antica 30. Ankita 30. Saturn 30. I wonder what Akita sums to. It's going to be super coded. 106 like prophecy, 43 like killing, 20 like death, 56 like Society of Jesus. Oh my goodness. And again, Jesuit equals 30. Jesuit equals 30. Ankita 56. Society of Jesus equals 56. Simplon Pass, the same thing as Jesuit order, and he dies on a Sunday. It's not hard to see. And that 43 we also saw, Jesus Christ equals 43. I don't know if we just saw Goldstein alone. But we'll look. Goldstein, 42 like Freemasonry. Excuse me. Not Freemasonry. 42 like Masonry and Freemason. Masonry equals 42. It equals 105. Freemason equals 42 and 51. And Freemason also equals 48. And Federal equals 138. It's a really nice name. No wonder they use it. It's the Goldsteins, the Schinkelbergs, the Zuckerbergs, the Silversmiths, etc., who run the federal government. Obviously, it's not a stereotype or any conspiracy theory. And no, I don't mean your neighbor named, John Goldstein. I'm not talking about your, neighbor. I mean high place, agenda-based motherfuckers. So I think we're going to close it there. I'll have a little bit more time to spare, so I'll just find some more propaganda to talk about. Because there's a whole lot going on today. So we'll start afresh. Peace out.